What's good, everybody? It's the Dizzy Show. Sensitivity is not an option here, so go ahead and take that shit out of here, okay? Man, bruh. I don't know what it is, but I had a good conversation with my dad today, and it made me just want to talk about some shit that I done been through with my dad. You know, shout out to all the fathers that stay in y'all's kids' lives, okay? And shout out to the ones that don't, because if you're watching this, please be in your kid's life. That's all I'm trying to say. I ain't gonna say nothing more, nothing less. Anyways, but some funny shit, man. When I think about me, I always be like, man, if I'm like this, I could only imagine what my dad was at this age, bruh. Cause I be saying, man, like, you know, like, sometimes if you got it like that, you got it like that. And every time, if you ever talk to your dad and he starts spitting game at you and saying stuff that he used to do and stuff, be like, Dad, are you sure you ain't talking about me? Cause a lot of the shit you used to do or you still do, I'm doing. And we at two different levels, you know. My dad a cool 48 right now. He getting up there in age, bruh. So I'm saying, I got me an OG for real. Mad respect to him though, man. Mad respect. It's just funny because it's like, you know, a lot of the problems I got is because, you know, I don't gotta put it out there like that, but sometimes I be wanting to tell me like, bruh, I see why you made my mama crazy. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to say something, but I'm just letting y'all know, okay? Man, cause I was like, man, I see why she got crazy. What can I say? Mendez is packing. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not talking about no gun neither. But we a straight shooter. Every time I talk to him, I feel like I'm just looking at an older me. Only thing I'm scared of is that my dad said he started going bald in his 20s. I'm like, yo, let me grow this shit out just so I can at least see what I look like. I mean, god damn. I'm talking about boys shit is to the point where he shaved that shit, man. I'm like, yo. He still got this though, so I got something to look forward to, you know. His is a little bit more salt and pepper, you know. My shit, you know, it's got that nice full color into it. I'm just saying, y'all, I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed to have this hair and I'm blessed to have this beard. I ain't trying to brag about it, but you know, I'm blessed. Anyways, that's my boy right there, bro. Let's take him to the moon and back. I done told him already. We getting somewhere, bro. And you ain't gonna have to do shit for the rest of your life. Especially cause we doing this shit right here. Anyways, he's in Kansas right now, you know. Shout out to Kansas. That's where I used to live, you know. It's my hometown. Whatever you want to call it. I think my voice just cracked then, but shit is crazy, man. I be trying to tell him, I was like, man, sometimes these problems I be having to tell him, I'll be like, yo, I need some advice, I need some game, because you've obviously lived here longer, you know. My dad tries to tell me I'm mature for my age, but I be like, bruh, if only I could tell you a lot of the stuff I used to do. At least this is what I tell my dad. And I don't got no problem telling y'all, but I'm saying, with my dad, y'all know how it is when you try to tell your parents what you did or what you do or even what you used to do, man. Like I told him, I was like, man, there was one time, right? Now, this is why I say, you know, shout out to the parents that are actually cool and do shit and be cool with their kids. Because, you know, I had a drinking problem. Not gonna lie to y'all. Boy was going through some things. This was about years ago, so it's not now. Your boy chilling now, so be straight. But I'm just saying, back then, you know, when I was going through it, right? I would buy bottles, you know, one or two. I'd keep them handy, you know. I like my shit to be cold, so I sometimes would put it in the fridge. So right before I'm heading to quinceañera, you know, That's a 15 for those of you that don't be fluent in Espanol, you know. Que lo que onta la grasa. Shout out to my Dominican friend. He showed me that slang. Anyways, off topic here. I had the alcohol in the fridge. I'm almost about to take off from the crib just for him to walk out and be like, yo, you forgot something. And I was like, that's my dude right there. He used to get mad when I say that he was my dude. He's like, you know, you gotta remember, my dad is old school a little bit. He's gotten, you know, he's a cool dad. He keeps up with the lingo and stuff like that sometimes. Like, you know, I gotta explain it to him whenever he gets asked about it and stuff. But it was like when he said, don't call me dude, I'm more than a dude. I'm your daddy, fool. I was just like, bruh, it's supposed to. I even said, bruh. But I was like, bruh, it's like, I'm trying to say, like, you always there. You always got me. You always got me. I mean, obviously, as he should. You know, that's my dad, you know. But it's just the way he be getting me sometimes. I'd be like, bruh. Like, I'm looking at, and like, his sister getting mad, which is my auntie, because she's like, why the fuck are you influencing him to drink and shit like this? And he's like, nah, I'm not doing none of that. You know, my dad was always of the philosophy that, like, you know, I want you to enjoy life. I want you to have fun. He never really wanted me to be always down, you know, because I had a lot of downs. I wasn't always up in life. You know, I had a lot of downs when I was young. It was just funny because, you know, you would think as a parent, you wouldn't just give your kid the alcohol, even though he didn't pay for it. Now, I'm not saying I condone that. Okay, I got it through my connections. My dad did not provide it. It's just he took it out the fridge and gave it to me. So, just letting y'all know, he did not buy it for me, okay? My dad is cool as fuck. I don't care what anybody gotta say, you know. He is a little bit, you know, old school, but you know, I help keep his, you know, he be in the game. I ain't gonna lie, you know. I mean, I get my flavor from him. Obviously, you know, I was in his, you know, his balls or whatever, and I was one of the select few that stuck through and made it to the damn egg in my mama. You feel me? Shout out to the ones that made it. But yeah, man. Just learn to appreciate your parents. I guess you could say that's the message with this video. Had some laughs with it, you know. I don't know. I've learned to just have great gratitude, whatever you want to call it. Cause you know, you only get one of them. At least when it comes to a dad, you know. I got my mama too, and that right there, we're gonna save that for another video. Woo! Trying to tell you, y'all will understand me once I tell you that side of that story. But right now we're gonna focus on the dad, you know. But you know, he cool. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know about y'all's, you know, mine. I bet I could drink with my dad, do a lot of other stuff with him. You know, as I've gotten older, and once I turned 18, like, my dad kind of stopped being my parent, and he was more of a friend. Now, don't get me wrong, he's still gonna always be my dad, you know. He's never gonna get that taken away from him, no matter what. But it's like, you know, you build a better relationship. At least this is from my perspective, because of how me and him talk. You know, me and him, we could talk about whatever when it comes to certain things. Obviously, you know, it wasn't like that always. You gotta build that relationship with your parent. But if you can ever get to that point, you know, me and my dad talk about a lot of stuff. You know, I used to be a party person all the time. Now I'm a little bit more chill and laid back, and I don't do so much. So it's like I can talk to him about the stuff I used to do. Cause I'm gonna be honest, your boy did a lot of stuff when he was young. Girl, okay? I'm not old, but I'm not young either. Self-medicated when I was young. What can I say? Sometimes our problems get the best of us. I ain't the only one, but I'ma admit it. I'll tell you that. I'll probably be one of the few that would admit it. I tell you that. But hey, through thick and thin, my boy's been there for me. And this is a message to my dad. Hey, you did good. Now I just gotta carry us to the finish line. When I'm getting there, you gonna be there with me. Anyways, that's been another video. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.